Hey guys, I just woke up. I'm very tired, but I had a video today, and I had to do it. Why wouldn't I do it? There's a lot of reasons why I wouldn't do it, but I had to do it. And so I'm gonna be watching my very first. Now, please keep in mind, this is nowhere near my first. My first replay ever that I saved was my first replay. Do not have that. Will not be able to find that. In fact, if I go to Rocket League right now, the only replay I will have the first replay I'll have is one from like a season ago. And okay, maybe let's go with season 8. Not my first season. I joined the game in season 1. But I didn't play in season 1. I didn't play till season 3. I played like a game in season 1, and that's obviously that was not my first replay. But in season 3, I had my first replay. Can't find those. But I can go on YouTube. There is a video that I myself have put up, and I can definitely find it there. So we're gonna watch all the games I played in that video, which I believe was one casual ones match and a hoops match, which at the time was always casual. If you're new to the game, hoops, rumble, drop shot, and hockey, I don't know what's it called, snow day. They were all casual back then. Nothing was ranked. I mean, there was ranked, but my point. Unless you played SARP, in which case it was all casual. Anyways. I'm excited for this, and let's just start. Let's just start. All right, guys. So this is actually the gameplay. I joined in a bit late in this match, and this is on a YouTube channel that we're not gonna talk about. Anyway, so this was the first gameplay that's anywhere. There are no replays in my game files anywhere that are older than this. This is the first game that you'll see me ever play. This is the first time. Season 3 of Rocket League. I want to say I was roughly Prospect Elite Challenger 1 at this point in the game. If you don't know, those are the old ranks. We did use bronze, silver, and stuff like that. But this was season 3 ranks, and I played season 1, didn't play it much, but then I played twice, maybe like 2 times, and then came back and played a lot more in season 3. Anyways, so you can already tell based on a few things. One, my camera settings, they're kind of iffy. They're questionable. But as you can kind of see, I'm not doing anything. I am challenging the ball. I'm not doing anything that's necessarily terrible. I'm playing fairly average for people that were like my rank at the time. This is relatively boring. Nothing except no one would be watching this going, "Oh my god, he hit that. Oh my god, that. Oh my," like it's just boring. I'm not saying that's a bad thing, although it is a bad thing. This is just how it works. It's how it worked back then. Like, this is low ranked. I'm pretty sure low ranks are probably better. Like, if you were the exact same MMR, I know this is casuals. Let's do this into ranked competitive. I'm around Prospect Elite Challenger 1 at this point in ones, and this is a 1v1. So, at this point, majority of the time, I'm pretty sure this is average. I'm playing relatively average. People that are the exact same MMR, let's just throw like, 500 MMR, which is like gold now. I think you're probably better than me. Probably the player base is probably better at the same MMR now. And of course that can happen. I'm probably right now this probably get me into bronze. Maybe. They probably just keep me unranked. They probably just be like, "Nah, this kid doesn't deserve it," and just not even rank me up. Why am I being toxic? I'm not disappointed. I'm actually not. I'm pretty proud of myself. It could definitely be a bit better gameplay. If I was going to rate this, I'd give it a solid, for right now, a 0. No question. It wouldn't even be a number. But I'd give this, for the time, a 5 out of 10. Not terrible, fairly, middle, average player. Average player in this rank. I'm not saying I was an average player at the time. I was low rank. But in this rank, I'm pretty average. Not bad. Okay, so this match is a bit more like Season 4. I was about a diamond at this point. Alright? Now, I am watching this from my perspective, Chappie. I know the name has changed already, but the name will change again. But I'm watching this from my perspective, and I can say without a doubt, I don't hate it. It's not good, but I'm flipping. I'm doing, I'm doing speed flips, sorta. Which in Diamond is actually almost unheard of. No one ever did them. No one knew what they were. Half the players now, like in Grand Champ, still. Fuck, players in SSL sometimes don't do them consistently. It's really sad, actually. But nonetheless, we're doing it. It's not terrible gameplay. It's not good. You can see that my boost management's already improved because I actually have boost. My speed has improved. And this is obviously going to happen, but you can see it's going to be gradual no matter what. As long as you're playing the game, you're going to improve in some way or the other, even if it's just doing one singular thing. Maybe just your rotation improved and you still can't even hit the ball, but you know where to go, but you still can't hit the ball. Maybe just your mechanics is improved, but you can't hit the ball anyways because like you're nowhere near it anyways. Maybe your mindset's improved and you don't even realize it because it's so minuscule. Something will improve over time. It doesn't really matter what. And it does show over barely that long. I want to say about 5 months. I've improved quite a bit, and that's a good thing. Of course, still 2017. The next jump is gonna be to a replay that I currently have because that's all I can really get you guys. But this isn't the worst gameplay. There is better gameplay. I think. I mean, this is actually a pretty nice situation right there. This game shows a lot more confidence in my abilities. It looks like I actually really want to, win. I'm trying to win. I have all these tools, my mechanics. I know how to rotate. Although it's slower than what it should be, at least, compared to a higher level, it's not horrible. You're saying this is Diamond, maybe Platinum. I'd go with Diamond. I'm pretty sure this is Diamond. It's been so long. I do not remember. But it isn't the worst gameplay, which is important. 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10. Could be better. That was a nice shot to finish it off. And at that point, the other team left. Pretty good. Alright, so almost immediately you already see a bit more fluency in mechanics, which is like a given. You're going to see improvement in mechanics, especially with me. I focused solely on mechanics. That was actually an amazing shot, although I also jumped extremely late. I knew it was coming, and I waited too long. I had full boost. That should have been a save, but nonetheless, I messed up. Alright, now, I should make this clear. I think we had just grinded our opponents so many times that they had just lost SSL. So this is like highest rank in the game. Of course, they weren't anymore. So it's a big jump over the course of 4 years, somewhat big jump, and that's a good thing. That's what we want to see. Now you can already see I am more fluent with my mechanics. Like it doesn't look all rough. It doesn't look rough. I'm making good movements, and for the most part, planning out my hits well. That's trying to be a back pass, so it didn't really work out. I wasn't confident with my teammates, so keep in mind a lot of the plays, even if they didn't work, a lot of them were communicated. I'm getting touched over here, which is just what you don't want to see. I mean, I want to see it, but not in a video game. Anyways, so I go for a save and I misread it. I could have hit that, although I didn't have any boost. I definitely could have hit that. Let's actually go back and look at that. That almost should have gone down. So this was definitely a big mistake on my fault. You can see a big difference in my decision making is still the lesser part of my gameplay. Just like back then, mechanics was still a better thing. I was really bad at decision making and rotation, reading the ball back then. Now, I'm obviously not the best at it, but it's improved. But my mechanics has improved so drastically compared to my game sense. So, uh, although everything's improved overall, which is what we expect, I still have very certain things that just still trump others, right? My mechanics are still my best aspect. Uh, of course, now I'd say my defensive mechanics, right? I can read the ball on defense so easily now. I can read shots. I know what to do. Specifically in ones and threes, I'm very good at it. Um, and then somewhat my shooting mechanics, although that doesn't really come out right there. But certain aspects of my game, usually mechanical aspects, have improved so much more drastically compared to other aspects of my game, which is interesting to see. Especially here, I'm smart enough to make a touch that is going to keep me the ball, but I'm not smart enough to notice that I'm about to die, right? And I genuinely mean that. This game was only 4 days ago. I did not see him. Smart enough to know to call off my teammate, but then dumb enough to chase the ball and grab boost when I could have just rotated back. Very small mistakes that aren't causing us to lose the game, although we are right now. They're not the reason we're losing, right? The reason you're losing is because, one, I rotated up when I shouldn't have, and I don't remember the first goal at all. But probably something else I did wrong. That's right, I didn't. I messed up on my challenge. So, two mistakes that caused us to lose or caused us to be down so far. Mistakes that they wouldn't happen in lower ranks because you wouldn't even think about them. You wouldn't even think about the opportunity. For me, it was just hesitation and taking the wrong turn. In lower ranks, it's not even hesitation. It's just not even knowing that I'm supposed to be going. It's something completely different. In this rank, or in this just skill level, everything changes. Right? There's probably more mistakes I can make now. Back then, there's not enough. I can't do enough anyways to even have mistakes. They're all just me being bad, right? It's an entirely different process. And right now, you can clearly tell the game. There's so many minuscule mistakes that aren't affecting the game, and then the ones that do, obviously, both teams have scored a couple of goals, and those bigger mistakes are what's causing the goals. But I can name every player is making a mistake like right now. Every player has just made a mistake in the past like 5 seconds. You might not notice it, and there's another mistake, a bigger mistake that's causing the goal. But these smaller mistakes are so minuscule that they might not affect the outcome. They might affect it later on, like you slightly took the wrong turn, so you're slower to the ball when you challenge next time. Maybe you took the wrong turn, so you missed that boost, so now you can't get to the ball. They're super small and they might lead to bigger things, kind of like a domino effect, right? One mistake, although it's minuscule and doesn't matter, it'll make you make this mistake. Then it'll make you make this mistake. Then this one, that one, this one, that one, and it continues on. And it's like a domino effect, and you can see that slightly happening with the other team actually the most. How I just scored my last goal. That's exactly what just happened. That guy just couldn't challenge. I beat him to the ball. That was because he took a little bit too long of a turn. He tried to get the boost in. He didn't necessarily need it. He could have just backed off, and I could have hit the ball right to him. He could have kept going with the ball, or I could have hit the ball right to him, and then he could have kept going with the ball afterwards. There's so many different things that you just don't think of. You kind of have to think of. This game is genuinely very simple, and thinking about it like that makes it thinking about it as it's a simple game might not seem right. It might seem like, oh no, it's a very complex game. No. To do everything, you have to, the movements themselves might be complex. Like, being able to do a flip reset might be complex. But knowing to do it is very simple. Knowing exactly what you have to do to get that goal. Knowing exactly what you got to do to get that shot, save, whatever. It's very simple. It's just doing it might be complex. But knowing everything is actually very easy. Anyways, I found that game pretty interesting. You can all immediately, within like the first millisecond, see I'm moving faster, way more fluent. I have better decision making, have better mechanics. Everything is just improved in a drastic level, and I think that's a complete win for me. So, yeah, it's pretty worth it. Anyways, guys, I hope that that you enjoyed that. And yeah, hopefully that was somewhat interesting. I found it pretty interesting. Anyways, that's all I have to say. Check out the rest of the videos on the channel. And yeah, everyone take care. Peace.